Hello and welcome to another video in this Conquer Depression series. And in today's video I want to talk about how you can feel better about yourself. In fact, how you can feel good about yourself. And crucially, what stops you from feeling good about yourself. How things that you may be doing will impact how you feel about yourself. So I want to look at the mechanics of these feelings of self-worth and self-esteem and hopelessness and helplessness, because these are the characteristic features, if you will, of a state of depression. If you're a sufferer of depression, you'll know all about this. You'll know all about feeling hopeless, feeling helpless, feeling worthless, just not feeling very good about yourself. But my guess is you may not know how to turn that around, how to change that, what keeps that in place. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. So to begin with, let's take a look at what most people think of as the ways in which we feel good about ourselves, or how to feel good about ourselves. It's often thought of that we are affected, impacted by external events, so circumstances and how other people perceive us. So often what we will do is seek external validation, seek approval from others, try to please other people in order to have them like us, because if they like us and they think highly of us, then that raises our self-esteem. That's generally, I think, the way people view it. So in order for me to feel good about me, I need other people to give me good feedback. The problem with that is that keeps us locked in a space of being a victim of circumstance. And the main problem with it is that we run the risk of locking ourselves, our true selves, in a box in order to seek validation, in order to seek approval, in order to have people like us or think highly of us. And the painful, ironic twist there is it is that locking ourselves in the box, not being true to ourselves, which is the true cause of not feeling good about ourselves. So those actions that we are taking in order to have people approve of us or like us or think we're great, and changing ourselves in the mean, compromising ourselves in the meantime, is often the very thing that results in us not feeling good about ourselves, because we're locking ourselves in a box. So in terms of the mechanics of how to feel good about yourself, you have to let yourself out of the box. You've got to open the lid and let yourself out. Because when you keep yourself locked in a box, you are essentially treating yourself as if you're not good enough. You're not honouring yourself, you're not respecting or loving yourself by keeping yourself locked away. It's almost as if what other people think is more valid. So I need to change myself in order to fit in with them, in order to be approved of by them. I'm not good enough. I'm in the box. And when I do that, when you do that, ultimately what results is you not feeling very good about yourself. And when you begin to look at it in this way, you can see how a vicious circle continues, because you don't feel very good about yourself. So you seek external validation, you seek approval, you try to please others. And in doing so, you feel even worse about yourself. So you seek more external validation, more approval, and the cycle goes on and on and on. So what you need to do is bring your attention and energy back to yourself. Recognize that you are locking yourself in a box and you need to let yourself out. Because when you allow yourself out, when you allow yourself to act, to speak in alignment with how you really feel, who you really are in that moment, then you feel good about yourself. And until you are able to do that, then there's a good chance you'll be stuck in that box. So what I'd invite you to do is look at those times where you really don't feel very good about yourself, and just review the extent to which you are trying to have others approve of you, trying to please others, trying to have other people like you, trying to seek validation from others. And what you will find is that the more you modify yourself, the more you compromise who you really are, the more your actions are motivated by seeking that external validation, the worse you will feel about yourself, the more you're keeping yourself locked in that box. And what you need to begin to do is to look at, how could I be? If I was really being myself, if I just opened it, if I opened the box, if I opened the lid, if I let myself out in that context, in that moment, how would I be different? And then put that into practice, take that out into the world. Because when you do that, when you unleash yourself, if you will, if you open the box, let yourself out, let the real you out in each moment, then you will really begin to feel much better about yourself. So try that out and see how you get on. I hope that's useful. I'll see you in the next video.